There we. All right, there we go. Now it looks like my microphone's working. All right, sorry about that. We'll have to edit this video, but anyway, welcome to the stream. If anybody's watching, um, tonight we are just doing a quick stream here, creating um, a new playlist. It's going to be Model Railroad Adventures. It's basically the same as the 4 videos that are currently up on the YouTube channel. But the big difference is uh, we're no longer going to be building our own building for this. Uh, Basically, what I was going to do is I have a little building that's 10 by 16 right now, and I was going to expand it to 20 by 30. And uh, instead of building 2 buildings, because we were going to get a another building that was going to be a steel building that was going to be like a shop to where we can park vehicles in and stuff like that, and it was going to be uh, about the same size, 20 by 30. But we decided to increase the size of the building, the steel building, to 24 feet wide by 60 feet long. So with this new steel building, the front half is going to be the shop where I can park vehicles and that kind of stuff. So it'll be 24 feet wide by 30 feet deep. And then the model railroad that I'm going to be building will go into the back half of the building. And it's going to be the same dimensions, 24 feet wide by 30 feet deep. So that's the idea, and I kind of got a drawing here of the exterior walls of the steel building, and then I have the back 2 support beams. So there's going to be total of 8 support beams, but 4 sets. So there's going to be one here, and then one at the front of the building. This drawing here is just showing the back half of the drawing, and what we currently had prior to this was, we'll go ahead and we'll pull that file up. So let me go ahead and close this file out, and we'll go ahead and we'll open up the last uh, building that we had, or the other drawing. Let's just see what we have here. Okay, so that's the oh, no, we don't want that. Okay, so we'll go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll go in here and we'll select the floor plan. I thought I had the floor plan selected. Okay. And now we can go in and we can take this, let's see, this roof plan. We can take this out. So now all that text is gone. Okay, so basically what this is just, ooh, that's way off. Let's go ahead and see what we look like here. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Let's, hold on. We're just trying to get, we don't want the floor plan to be. Alright, so the floor is the active. So now I can go in here and deselect the floor plan. There we go. Okay, so now when we go into 3D, this is the actual building here. So when you zoom out, you got the rafters. It's got everything. Oh, all right, so basically that's what it looks like in 3D. And then if we go forward, let's lower down here a little bit. You can see other walls. Where's the door? Oh, the door. I didn't move the door. The door was on a 30-foot wall. It's supposed to be on a 20-foot wall. But anyway, that's what the building drawing looked like. And then so I was going to turn this into the county to pull permits and be able to build this building. But like I say, plans ended up changing, and we ended up going with a new option, which is to have a steel building built, and we build the model railroad layout in the back half. And to build this steel building is going to be cheaper than if I was going to have the other building built. So that's why we're going with a steel building. So right now uh, we have the plot where the building is going to go. The actual plans for the building is being drawn up by an architect. And as soon as I get the plans, then I'll be able to update this drawing that I have with with what actually is going to be for the actual building. I ended up getting this drawn up by a prelim drawing that was given to me. So if we go zoom in and we go down here to the support beams, according to that drawing, the support beam was 4 inches from the center of the beam to this outside wall was 4 inches, and that kind of thing. So we'll just have to see if all that's going to stay the same. And then I couldn't really tell how big these support beams were actually be. And then this line here represents a cross member, so it goes down from the floor up to the top of the other beam that's over here on this side, which is off of our drawing, because the 30-foot mark is probably about right in here. So with that, I kind of have a prelim of our wooden walls, because we're still going to have 2x4 type walls. Now what we want to do is we want to go back in and lock. We want to freeze that so I can't make changes to it. So we're going to pull up the walls, and I haven't really put the studs in. Basically all this is just the 2x4s that are down on the floor. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure how close to these walls here that I can get this 2x4 here, because there's a beam that's going to go from the back side of these support beams, and then it's like 8.5 inches from this side here to this wall. And I'm not sure how or if we'll be able to put this 2x4 studded wall up against this exterior wall. What I might do is, if I can, put this 2x4 studded wall up against this outside wall, I can go up to where that support beam is that's going to run the full length of the building. I'm not real sure exactly where that's going to land, because like I say, I haven't seen the completed drawing, but the prelim drawing had it 7 feet off of the floor. So I should be able to build the 2x4 studded wall up against this exterior wall up to that support beam. And then to continue on with the wall, I can build a smaller pieced studded wall on top of that beam. But like I say, I won't really know until I get the drawings and actually get the building built. And then I can go in there and actually see what I can do. But like I say, right now this is just a prelim drawing. So my thought was, if I can't put this up against the this exterior wall, then I can put it like here, and then this one here would be on the inside of this support beam here. It's going to form an X, this support beam here is going to form an X with the other beam that's over here on this side over here. And then there's another one that'll go from the floor on this side up to the 12-foot mark on this one here. And what I was thinking is on this side here, I can make like a little cubby hole type thing, like put this studded wall back here up against this exterior wall, put this stud here on the inside of that support beam, and then kind of just make this a little cubby hole for storage or what have you, is my thought anyway. But that's basically all I have right now. Um, yeah, and then I'll have a 36-inch opening. This here will come out this far because it's going to be 6 inch or 6 feet or close to 6 feet from here to about here. So, because I'm going to have right now I'm planning on putting a helix here in this corner and then putting another helix over on this side here. So to come out 6 feet this way for another helix in this corner here. Because it's going to be a double-decker layout. Now I don't know if I'm going to have do like an M shape type layout, or if I'm going to come out and then go into like a little island type of thing where it come out this way and then come down and then out and then in like this type of thing, and then this comes all the way over here. So I'm not real sure how I'm going to do the layout in here. Haven't really played around with that too much. I've been kind of waiting on the main drawings of the building, so I'll have a better idea where these walls here and how I'll be able to build everything. But this is a prelim drawing of what we're going to have. So that's basically it for right now. So if we go into 3D, all we're really going to see is just the boards laying down on the ground. Yeah, and like this black line here, that's the support beam that'll run up to the other, up to 12 feet high on this side, and then on this side over here there'd be another one going across up to the 12 foot over here on this beam here, and then the same thing over here on this side. And then this line here is representing our outside of our building wall. And then we got the corners. So like I say, I'm not sure exactly how my boards are gonna lay out. But what I'll have to do though is I'll have to build around these support beams. These two back here in the back, they'll be easy to work around. But this one here is going to be kind of a pain. And same with this other one over here on this side. It's going to be kind of a pain to work around. But we'll figure something out. Because what I might be able to do is I might be able to run a track, from over here on this side and run it behind this beam over here. And I might be able to do the same thing over here on this side, run a couple tracks behind it. Because like I say, it's going to be 8.5 inches from here to the outside wall. At least that's what I've seen so far in the first drawings. But I won't really know until the final drawings get released. But anyways, that's what's going on. Um, like I say, I haven't really done a whole lot with figuring out layout type uh, designs or anything like that. I'll probably start because I didn't really want to get too involved with getting the layout uh, kind of set. Because like I say, this board here might be moving, this board over here might be moving, these boards here might be moving. I just won't know until I actually see the final drawings and actually get the building in place. But I figure this board here, I can butt it right up against this outside wall. And the only reason why I'm putting a wood wall around the outside walls and then through here is to actually just to give me something to support the bench work off of. Because these boards here will actually be anchored into the concrete floor if I'm going to have a concrete floor put in. If not, then I'll have to build my own floor, and that's why I have this layer here, the floor optional. Uh, yeah, so that's just gonna. I'll probably go ahead and start designing a floor without a concrete floor, just in case if I don't have a concrete floor put in. Plan is to have a concrete floor, but things can change. We'll just have to see what we can do with that. But that's pretty much all I've gotten done on this drawing so far. Uh, it might be another week or so before I get the drawings. I'm kind of hoping that I get the drawings here pretty soon, so I'll be able to look at them and see what I can do with these wood walls, because I would like to start designing and building the walls, so I can kind of get going on this drawing. But another option that I had that I was kind of thinking here, let's go ahead and put this layer in. Oh, that's not gonna have it. Okay, so we'll take that layer out. Yeah, so it's like that was saying, it's 20 feet. I think it's 20 feet, 10.5 inches from inside beam to inside beam. So it'll be 20 inches or so, or 20 feet, almost 21 feet across. And then we'll be 30 feet. I think think that's where we're at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Alright, so I have it actually at 31 feet, which is fine. Because I think I'm trying to get 30 feet on the inside or so, close to it anyway. Because the actual garage, then that'll give me 29 feet, and that's still long enough to where I can park my truck inside the this building if I need to. Um, but it's basically just going to be a shop to where I can work on vehicles, that kind of thing. I'm not really going to be parking my truck in this building all the time. It's just during bad weather and that kind of thing. But it just gives me an option to park my truck somewhere out of the weather. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, and then this front wall here might end up changing if I don't put a helix in this corner and a helix in this corner. I'll probably have a helix over here for sure on this side, and I might not have one over here. Or I might have one on this side and not one over here, because I can actually, with the layout, I can actually come over here and then come down and then over. And then what I was kind of thinking is, because there's going to be a window, pretty good size window from about like right here to about right here, or even closer. Just have a window that's probably like 39 inches off the floor, and then it goes up to the almost to the top of the wall, 8 foot. So it'll be a good sized window. Like say if I run the layout, come over here, and then kind of come down this way here, I could actually extend the bench work on the outside, extend out 3 feet, and then come back up, and then go back in. So I could actually have some tracks over here. Another thing that I was thinking is on this side, this will be the north side of the building, because if I park my truck in, I'll be parking it on the south side. So on this north side over here, I could actually have a track come out and a staging yard out here on this side of the building over here, if I really wanted to do something like that. So like I say, I have there's 8.5 inches from the inside of this beam to this exterior wall. Same thing with over here on this side. All the support beams are going to be 8.5 inches away from the exterior wall, so I can put a pretty good, probably 4 if not 5 tracks in between or so, or a handful of tracks anyway, you know, 3, 4 tracks maybe. But we'll see. It's just something that I was thinking, but we'll see. But that's some of the plans that I have. So um, I think that's all I was going to show tonight. Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty short stream. Just kind of wanted to let you guys know what the heck we're doing, because we stopped developing that other plan, because now we're going this route with the steel buildings, so our gears kind of changed. So that's about it. So if you guys liked the video, just click the like button. If not, that's all right. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you guys later.